for today's meal, we're eating at a place called Cumaná in Buenos Aires, and this restaurant specializes in Northern Argentine food. So these are dishes that you might find in the region of Salta or Jujuy. And the truth is that when we were traveling in Northern Argentina, we didn't actually eat a lot of Northern Argentine food aside from empanadas. So it'll be interesting to finally sample those dishes in the capital. Rather quickly, it's already at the table, and since it's a bit of a cooler day outside, we decided to both order stews. I'm having one that's called locro, and it kind of comes in this metal bowl that's really hot, and I already made the mistake of touching it, so that won't happen again. But here you can see it's like really thick. You can see the chunks of corn in there. We have some spring onions, a little bit of spice.
That looks so good. Why don't you stir it around?
Yeah, let's mix it all in. That's probably how you're supposed to eat it anyway.
I'd say.
Yeah, so let's mix it all in and look at that. So it has different cuts of meat as well. I believe this one has pork and beef. So it's very, very hearty. And as you can see, it's still steaming. Like this is piping hot. So maybe I'll give it a few minutes to cool down. Blow on it. Ooh, time to begin. So look at that, there's even sausage in the stew. I had totally missed that when I was mixing it earlier. So let's get a bit of everything. We've got corn, we've got sausage. Wow. Pleasantly surprised. It's very rich and thick. It's like a nice stew. It's the type of dish you'd want to have on a winter's day. And it's also a little bit spicy. I'm not entirely sure what that red sauce was, but it's giving a little bit of a kick, which is nice. So yeah, I'm happy with my dish. First time trying locro, and I think it's a success. Okay, so Sam, you're having something called carbonada criolla, which is also a stew.
Yes, and mine appears to be piping hot as well. It kind of has the texture and appearance of a chili. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look a bit like chili.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in.
And mine's got carrots, and it's got corn, it's got beef. So let's try that.
A little bit of everything. Yours seems to have more vegetables than mine.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm honestly usually not the biggest fan of stews, but this is almost as thick as a chili.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's really good, and it's quite sweet too.
Yeah, and it's really the perfect weather to be having this today. It's been a little bit rainy these last few days.
And I like that it's got a generous amount of meat, and you taste the corn and the carrots a lot, and there's also potato in there as well too. Ooh. So that's. Yeah, this is the perfect dish for us to be having on a cold day in Buenos Aires.
And the icing on the cake is that they brought us homemade bread. So check that out.
I'll have a bite of that.
And it's like a nice thick slice, and it's a heavier bread, which is really nice. That's gonna come in good with the stew.
That's good homemade bread.
And pretty much every meal you've been having here in Argentina has been paired with wine.
Well, it's just so cheap and so good. I mean, the quality of Argentine wine is fantastic. And their national grape, the one that they're most famous for, is producing a Malbec wine. And this is a 2013 Lopez, and this was like, I can't remember exactly what the price was, but it was really cheap. So, you know what? I'm just going to indulge while I'm in Buenos Aires.
You're turning into quite the wine connoisseur.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So everyone watching our videos has already seen us try savory empanadas, but today we're having sweet ones for dessert.
Yeah, and I don't know how I have any room considering how hearty that stew was. Like, I'm full,
so
and after all that wine too, but we are gonna try some special ones. These are very unique. This one has dulce de leche, that amazing milk caramel cream, and oh, look how thick it is. Look how thick that is. Can't wait to try a bite of that. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Anything with dulce de leche is good, but
I didn't even realize you could have this in empanada form. I thought it was just for cakes.
No, we've tried a few sweet ones, but never with this before.
Oh, that smile says it all.
That's just too good. We should have ordered like 5 of those. I'm full, but that is just so amazing.
Call the waiter over.
Yep. All right, and we're supposed to get you filming the other one, but you're just so excited. You're so excited to try the dulce de leche one that we need to see your reaction.
That's good. It's like, it's not as creamy. I guess it's been cooking for a lot longer, so it's thicker. And they've also drizzled a bit of syrup on top. That's a really nice combination. Okay, but let's move on to the next one.
Now this one's really special.
This is called cayote. It's a fruit that you find in Northern Argentina. I've never seen it before, but I asked the waiter to kind of try and compare it to something. And he said it's kind of like a watermelon, except it's white. And that then when you boil it, you kind of get like these fibers. And you just cook it with sugar and it turns into this like really sweet jam. And they use it as a filling for empanadas. So
it's called cayote.
First time trying this. Sam tried cayote ice cream when we were traveling in Salta.
Yeah, it is very sweet.
Wow.
How's that?
Honestly, that's really good. I almost feel like I'm having apple pie. To me, it tastes a lot like a sweet apple filling. And the crust kind of reminds me of pie. Apple pie, guys. That's the best way I can describe it. So Sam seems pretty pleased with the price. Would that be accurate?
Yes, that was a fantastic price. 282 pesos. So that is less than 20 US dollars. And for that amount of money, we got 2 massive stews. We got the soda sifon. I got a generous bottle of wine. And we got 2 dessert empanadas. And I have to say that the quality here was fantastic. Even the bread that was served prior to our meal was a really good homemade quality bread. Yeah. This is one of my new favorite restaurants in all of Buenos Aires. And if you'd like to come here, you know the exact address. So.
It is. And if you'd like to come here, it's at the intersection of Avenida Santa Fe and Rodriguez Pena on the north side.
Yeah, so hunt it down and definitely come in and have a lunch here.